Hi there, here are a few quick tricks that I will show you for how I like to remember the difference between a point, line segment, ray, and an angle. So I think the easiest one for everybody is a point. I have seen students who struggle with every other one of these terms always get a point. And that's because a point, pretty simple, just looks like a dot. All right, so there's your basic point. Now, a line, the way that you're going to remember what a line looks like is because what you should know is that a true line goes on forever. So commit that to memory. A true line goes on forever. Repeat after me. A true line goes on forever. All right, now let's say it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. A true line goes on forever. If you didn't know that before, you should know it now because we've said it like 4 or 5 times. So the way that you can draw a line knowing that it goes on forever is it's going to have arrows showing that it keeps on going. So if the line doesn't keep going, it's not a true line. It is not your geometry line. What you may be more used to seeing as a line is actually called a line segment. It's called a line segment because a segment means a piece. And so if you can imagine that I took my scissors and I cut a piece out of this line, then I got this. A little chunk of a line or a line segment that has a starting point where I cut it off and an ending point, the other place where I cut it off. So a starting point and an ending point. That means that it doesn't go on forever in any direction. It has a start, it has an end. And that is a line segment. It's a segment because it's just a little piece of a line like this. All right, now a ray also has a starting point. And the way that I remember what a ray looks like is I think of the sun's rays. So the sun's rays, just like a ray in geometry, has a starting point, right? The starting point for the sun's rays would be the sun. And then every ray, so it has a starting point, and then it goes off forever in a particular direction. In this case, I'm going to have this one going in this direction, but it could have been going this way or this way or this way or any direction at all, and it would still be a ray as long as it has a starting point and then goes on forever in one direction, just like the rays from the sun. And then an angle is kind of like 2 rays together. It's got a starting point, and then it goes on forever in 2 directions, right? And the way that I can remember this is called an angle is because I think of a triangle. The prefix tri means 3. So you remember that it's called a triangle because it's got 3 angles. See, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 is a triangle. So you can always remember that an angle is one of those 3 corners of a triangle. So here is an example of an angle. All right, I hope that was helpful. Always remember that a point is just that single dot. A line goes on forever in both directions. A line segment has a starting point and an ending point. A ray has a starting point, but no ending point. That goes on forever in a particular direction. And an angle is going to have a starting point and go on forever in 2 directions. All right, if you have any questions, you can always send me an email at jgromley@hampton.k12.va.us. I hope you guys have a great day.